All right, take two. Let's get this happening. All right, let's get Maddie on. We're going to start. We're going to rock it straight away. Maddie, so if you can jump on, everyone, we're going to rock it out. Cool. Restarted. All right. Let's get it happening. Boom. Improvisation. That's what it's about. As we want Matty G to rock it out. There we go, connecting. Yeah.
Yo, we always just crash shit live, eh?
Oh, there you go. That's what it's about, being live. You can't be perfect, man. We don't want to be perfect. So we're rocking it out. What's happening? How come I need to get light? It made me dark. Wait.
Good.
Boom. Cool. All right. So,
Elaney, is it looking good?
I was saying to all the beautiful people that, you know, where you came back from and where Lee's too dark. Just get over it. You'll be fine.
it's that tan, bro.
I know. Hold on a second. Elaney, you always breaking my balls. There you go. It is fine. So, what I want to let people know that obviously don't know what we're doing, and people that haven't been around before, that, you know, you came through the whole process this time last year, and you know you were going through your own stuff with your beautiful family, got two beautiful kids, and you know I had my big buffet. I was in the hot tube down in Queenstown, and he said, "What the fuck's this guy doing? What's he talking about? He looks like a shriveled prune, and he's going to be able to help me." Do you remember our conversation we had?
Yeah, I'm still waiting for my money back. No, I'm joking. I was gonna say that before, but I was like, "Fuck it, crashed it." Yeah, no, and it was, and that's what I won't go on obviously about the story too much, but I was that typical, you know, having a security business, and I was depressed. So now I know depressed. Yeah. Throwing my life up. I was gonna give my kids to my mum. Just in a downhill spiral, just ready to give up life, and I really was. And then obviously saw your buffet in the hot tube. And it was that point where I was like, you know how you just know there's something different. Like my mum obviously is my biggest fan now, but what she didn't know. You know, you're depressed. There's tablets and stuff like this. But I just knew, yeah, there was just a trust in something. I knew there was something different. And yes, you did say, you know, and I was the biggest skeptic. Fuck off! You're just gonna take my money. What's this mind stuff? Meditation, I've never done yoga in my life, etc. That typical being in my ego. Yeah. Well, I know that now, but I didn't know that at the time. So, then like you said, if I don't get no results, then, you know, I'll give you money back times two, because that was my only excuse. I couldn't say, oh, I'm not going to get better. I just held on to, yeah, it's going to cost me too much money. And once that excuse got removed, then what have you got to lose? Because I'm rock bottom. I can't get on with my life. I'm going to throw my kids away. Fucking, my life's over. So, okay, take away the money value. Now what have you got to lose? And you was right. There's nothing to lose. But obviously going rock bottom and ending myself. So, then, obviously, and it's on my video. You know, it says like, on this day. And I think it's 2 days was one of my videos on the retreat as well. I was going to share it once it's there. I think it's in 2 more days. So yeah, a year from now, pretty much, when I was actually at the retreat. And then obviously from there, with obviously your help, your guidance, and obviously all the brothers as well, because it was just brothers then, stepping into that brotherhood, being in an environment where they're like, hey, you know, there's something different. There's something new. It was very uncomfortable for me, you know what I mean? Even uprooting from myself, leaving the children. But it was that point where change was going to happen. It was either going to end me or it was going to make me. And it was that, and like I say, it wasn't a push, it was a guidance, like, hey, just do something different. Just do something different. And I trusted in the process. Obviously went to Bali. We had a few of these. Fuck this, buddy, what do you mean can't sleep? And
as we do. But
as we do, which was part of it. And then just learned that everything, the one thing I still hold on to, and I remember as a tip, and I can't remember the precise day, it was a tipping point where I knew everything was a decision, and everything started and ended with me, and the bullshit excuses weren't going to cut it. And I still get emotional when we do it at the retreats, the mirror. And it was that point I was like, you have been lying to yourself for so many years that it's everyone else's fault. And when that mirror, and it literally was a mirror pointing back, it was just a realization, like we call it now, face the fucking truth.
Yeah.
Do you want to speak on it?
But, you know, that brings, honestly, man, that, you know, I'm sitting there going like that, and I've got tears, like you can almost see I've got tears in my eyes. It's, because the reason why we share this with people as well, because, you know, I can stand up and say, hey guys, you know, I've been doing this for 8 years and the rest of it, but, you know, to have yourself come from just 1 year and then you've been to 5 retreats now, 6?
This will be the 6th, yeah.
6, so obviously in November.
Yeah.
And what we said as well, and we go, look, you know, it is a big ask for people to get over to Bali. Yeah, commitments, traveling overseas, and the rest of it. Obviously, you know, for us it isn't, but we understand for people. But then we decided to create the workshops. Yeah, and we've done 2 in Melbourne, massive results in 2 days. People's lives were changed. Like you can speak to Natalie Alexander. And she spoke to me yesterday. Obviously coming to the retreat, the last retreat, and being an absolute advocate of really taking us to the next level. You know, she was saying that, you know, in the 2-day workshop, and I'm like, well, did you actually really get that much result? And she said, you know, that change work and the rest of it, she goes, it set me free. And that was enabled her to, you know, spread her wings. And then she's talking about facing the truth in the mirror was so fucking powerful, but definitely worth it. It's scary. And you see it, the new video that's coming out for this retreat and for the workshops as well, it's really going to blow people's minds. So what I want to let everyone know that, you know, you see us jumping around and we're all on live streams and we're doing the Ruha and the rest of it. And obviously the 21st to the 22nd, which is Saturday to Sunday of October. And then we're going to stack it so you don't have to fly down here. And we're going to go up, you know, we're going to go down to Perth and get all your Perth minions because there's a big following in Perth. We're going to rock that out. Hopefully the weather's a bit warmer. And what could you say to people in the 2 days? You know, it's a great taste tester because a lot of people go, look, I want to know if it's for me. I want to know if the retreats are good. I want to know, you know, in person what's going on. So if people think I'm intense on live stream, how are we in person?
And if you think you keep to a schedule on live streams, then fucking wait to see it in real life. Now, the events, because obviously it was new to both of us. It was the first time. Yeah. Obviously, you've done the retreats before I went, so I went on the complete journey of that new with you. And it was completely different, but the result was still the same. Obviously, Bali's Bali. Yeah, it's 6 days. There's no words to describe it. And the event is the same, but just into more, I'll even say more intimate, but it just hasn't got that obviously that Bali feel. But the thing that I don't know, when Nat went as well, and a lot of people, because, and I don't know, this was me, like, I have a lot of people and you will have the same thing, that go, you know, I talk to myself positive. You know, I'm just going to say I'm going to be happy. And bullshit, that's not going to work. Because, and the 2-day event, what that will really do as well, is going to start connecting the emotions and the feeling to everything that you're saying to yourself. It's not self-development. It's not self-talk. It's not going for fucking walks. It's you being that and facing it, but then embodying that person and then connecting that feeling to it. And the 2 days does that for you. And obviously with a lot of other secrets behind it. That's not just it. But I know that was, because that was massive for me as well. Like, I would have friends and family saying, you know, this positive talk really works. And I would sit there depressed going, I'm happy. And it wasn't working until I realized, obviously through the retreat, that it was actually the emotion connection. And I know the 2-day workshop really does it. And obviously with all the change work. Yeah. Did you want to talk now?
I love it. You know, it's just so great to see that, you know, at one stage it was even hard to get a word out of you. And now you're leading with that much conviction. And not only did you grow, like obviously your children have grown, you've led your mum and dad, they've got their own mindset, they're training athletes. Can you talk about that?
Yeah, so obviously, like I said, when I went through mine, it was because I was depressed and the thing, and my mum and dad supported me massively, above and beyond, like any parents would. But my dad, being my dad, was still like me, I was still skeptic. And then they saw the growth, and then they saw the change in the children. And then they saw the change in my environment. Then they saw the change in me. I've never, ever been depressed since I've been to the retreat, ever. And I've never, and I know I never will go down that path again. So then obviously they started becoming open to it. And then them being massive, my mum's like state coaching director of Australia, and she was very into that. And she always knew that there was something about mindset. So her sort of picking bits up and then doing her own thing. She now trains Olympians. She now trains state champions. She now has international clients, and all through obviously different, but the same thesis, if you say, with obviously doing her master practitioner and NLP and all that sort of stuff. But she bring it all together, and obviously with the stuff that I do. And the reason why I'm saying that is because it's the complete ripple effect. My children have never been the happiest they've ever been. Me, myself, obviously, have never been as happy as I've ever been now. And my parents, but as a collective, it's like we say, it's that you drop one of them broccas in there, and it's that ripple effect. And it starts and ends with you. And that's why when people come to retreat, I say, and I feel I can do it, don't worry about your kids. Don't worry about your fucking ex. Don't worry about anything but you. You get that right, the rest will be easy and effortless, and it will just happen. And it's true, because you become your environment, and that's what happened to me. Yes, okay, my friends dropped off, my environment changed, but I didn't drop them off. I became the identity I wanted to be, which is being happy. Like I said, my standards were up here. I didn't want to deal with that negative stuff anymore. Not that I had that option, it just wasn't in my life. Then people started growing around me. My brothers grew around me, obviously my children, family, my mum and dad, and your standards of your environment just keep growing and growing and growing. But it all starts and ends with you. And that's what I used to push the mirror and blame and say it was all everyone else's fault. But when I stood in it, I copped it. Yes, I'd done a lot of bad mistakes and whatever, but I copped it on the chin. I owned up to them. I wore it. I became the change, and I never looked back.
I love it.
And you pay me $50 later on.
Pardon? Say again?
Sorry.
Oh, you say give you the $50 later on. It's a bit delayed. As you can see, you know, obviously you got the team and the rest of them, you know, the support that everyone that's on here, you know, Eleni coming through, had a massive awakening. You know, she's going to be leading the Melbourne workshop along with Natalie and whoever wants to come, obviously, that's been through there. So that's going to be fantastic, of getting other people to come and lead in that, which is going to be really fantastic as well. So what I'm really excited about, firstly, is that people are standing in their power, and it's changing their lives exponentially, like massively, if you don't know what exponentially means, and at the same time, what's happening is that, you know, it's improving everyone else's life, because they know that they can do better, and everyone else has got different. Is it cutting out, or is it okay? Can you still hear me pretty good?
It's all right.
It's cutting out a little bit. So what we want to tell people, the workshops is, so people don't need to go over to Bali. I want them to get, obviously, they're going to get a massive breakthrough at the 2 days, but they're going to really be able to experience and, you know, touch and feel and experience what we're about. More importantly, what they've got inside of them. And that's what we're going to do. We're just going to pull out, take back the layers and say, hey, this is what you can do. This is what you're about. Then it's up to them. You know, if they go, you know what, I love this and I want to go further, there's workshops, there's one-on-one coaching, there's, you know, the online programs. And it's not about, hey, guys, we're here to sell. No, someone said to me today, hey, man, you're selling me. And I said, listen, dude, to be honest, you've insulted me, because it has nothing to do with selling. It's about leadership. If you think it's selling, then you don't belong in here. Do you know what I mean? It's about, we're creating experiences. It's only because you don't know what we're about and who we're helping. And that's what it's about. And if you don't have confidence and the rest of it in yourself, then you're going to find problems and self-sabotage in a lot of other areas. So that's what we're doing. And everyone knows it's the truth. If we go this way and we don't get it, we go that way and we don't get it, and we keep moving until we get the result. Because we are real people, we have gone through hell and back, and we're real people getting real results for other real people, I'm so looking forward to seeing you all in Perth. Yes, there she is, the matriarch, Miss Grau. So
the boss.
That's going to be fantastic.
So, and I just wanted to jump in on that, though, because even with my security businesses and stuff like that, and me knowing what I know now, obviously doing the coaching, that you need to do the commitment to yourself. You need to be able to say to yourself, I'm going to commit to change, and change will happen. And it's that commitment yourself. People go, oh, it's money, and this. If I know what I know now, I would have paid fucking $100,000 to feel the way I'm feeling now. I would have paid It's not about the money. It's about you going, do you know what? I'm committing to myself. I'm going to invest in myself and then get the result. Because I know when, like with my staff sort of thing, I'll give them things and then they don't value it. But as soon as they have to give their energy exchange of whatever that money or whatever it is for them, then they start looking after things more. So we're actually doing the injustice because they're not going to commit to their change. And I found that massive, even with myself. Because if I truly believe, if you would have just gone, hey, Matt, just have it, I would have half-staffed it. I would have been, I haven't committed to my growth, and I would have just not played full out, you know what I mean, and valued my own growth.
And you know, like I will teach you guys through, like with my coaches and, through my growth, and you always know I'm evolving to keep growing in the rest of it. So, if the people are saying, will it be for me? And, we teach on a universal scale. So it doesn't matter language, nationality, race, whatever it needs to be. We're teaching people and helping people. And let's be honest, if you act like a fuckhead, we're going to let you know you're a fuckhead. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? We don't take much shit, and we're real people at the end of the day. We be professional and we do that. But if you're going to come in and bring your shit, we're going to squash it straight away. There's no time and there's no room for dickheads. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it's about. We've been so real and told people what they need to hear, not what they want to hear. And obviously some people haven't liked that, but that's it. It's about, hey, you know what? Yes, I've done the wrong thing. Okay, how can I learn from it? And that's the same with us. We pull each other up. You know what I'm saying? So, look, to let people know in detail, and obviously, how we get change at the retreats, how we get change in everything we do at the workshops, it's all reprogramming. It's going deep. It's changing the programming from the past, because all we are today is from our past, yeah? It's all about programming from the past. So if people don't know, neurolinguistics programming is reprogramming the mind. We're doing advanced, identity creation, which is something that, we've put together, which is our own little baby. Constantly having routines, constantly focusing on what we want. And really, again, at the end of the day, it's the trial and error through the thousands of people or tens of thousands of people that have come through, how we're learning and then applying it and getting better, moving it, evolving, customizing it. And obviously at the same time, we're having fun and we're doing it, we're doing it looking good. True?
And listen to Biggie.
True, baby.
Yeah, so, and I can really feel that as well, like, because it's that truth. Like, you can sit there and lie to someone going, it's okay, you're doing so well, and everything like that. And I say that with the leaders creating leaders. Hey, it's not like, because they go, oh, you like counselling? I'm like, no, like, I don't want you to ring me and book in for a counselling call, or I'm your emergency contact. Fuck that. Like, you step into your power, you learn the leadership tools, you don't need me. Not like you need me, but you don't need to have calls anymore. You don't need to have coaching. You can just become that and keep on going. And that is, I feel, because it's proven. I've never felt that way. Oh, Lee, I need to get on a call, bro. No. And you wouldn't do that anyway. You better shut the fuck up and do it yourself. But it'll be like, no. I know the tools. I know what to do. Get out of my fucking head. And this is how I talk to myself. Get out of it. Get what needs to be done. Get yourself up and keep on rocking it. And that's that true leaders creating leaders. I feel everything else is, hey, I'm only going to tell you what to keep you where you are. Don't grow. And, just need me when you do. And that's not, and that's what's so different about this. Obviously having the brotherhood and the sisterhood now, the accountability and everything is you just constantly every day doing it, and you're your own leader. You don't need to be dependent. You don't need to have these calls. You don't need all that. You just become part of the family and just every day step into it.
So, a lot of people, like, obviously this fucking advanced value. But obviously, as you know, the people that, if they suffer so-called depression, or people want to find themselves or be a better leader, be able to express themselves better, communicate, people that want to get rid of trauma, people that just want to be a better version of themselves, get away, peel back the layers, if they want to be a better father, a mother, auntie, uncle, fucking whatever it needs to be, or just an example of themselves, then obviously that's what we're creating, yeah? It's non-biased. You don't have to fit into, this. You don't fit into what we do. It customizes to you, as you know, yeah? And, the thing is with obviously the workshops is so people can come here, wherever you are around Melbourne, if it's a half an hour drive, you can come and be a part of it. Obviously in Perth as well, it's going to be at the Ibis, which is in our main area of Perth. What's that main road?
Murray Street.
Murray?
Yeah.
Murray Street. Cool. We should put that in the thing. I haven't added that. But obviously, when the retreat's the ultimate experience because it's 6 days. You can't run. You know, you're in Bali. It's transformational. You're staying at 5-star retreats. Be getting up at 4 o'clock in the morning. You're finishing at 11 at night on good nights. You know, the energy's different. You've got spiritual. You've got yoga teachers, spiritual leaders. You're going up active volcanoes. It's not a Mount Agung. It's the one across the river, so it's pretty close to Mount Batua. You're going to spiritual waterfalls. You're meeting high priestess. You know, you're doing ceremonies. We're doing SPs, water ceremony. We're doing it's like we're hitting it at every different angle. So if there's some old you somewhere hiding, we make sure we're smashing it, yeah?
Nowhere to run. And that's what's really, obviously, the not taken away from the event, but the retreat is just that there's nowhere to go. Like, obviously, you can leave whenever you want, but you don't want to. You want to face it, and you just keep on going. And when you think that you faced it, there's more. There's more. Then you look behind the door. There's another thing there. Get rid of it, and just keep on going and going. And like you're saying, it's for everyone. Like, it has grown my security business and me as a leader, massive. So even if you haven't got depression or et cetera, just being there and being in that leadership role, and because there will be little things that you'll find out about yourself that like, fuck, that's been holding me back. So it is literally for everyone because it's grown my life in so many areas that I can implement all these tools and strategies, not obviously to myself, but to maybe your business or whatever that is. And yeah, so like it is for literally, especially the VIP days, everything's just all leadership. So that's why it's for everyone.
So, you know, I'm excited because we're getting there. Like, you're seeing the plans. We're always thinking, always evolving, always, you know, the amazing people that are coming through, you know, that are on here right now, and the rest of that are coming through and saying, hey, we're being a part of it and we're linking arms with them. And I always say we are going to be the #1 transformational space in Australia, because not because, hey, you know, so you can go and click and you get a, you know, what is it called? SEO. Search optimizing, fucker, whatever it is, a search engine optimizer. It's about that, you know what? You can have people to say, hey, because of Team Beast Mode International, I am a better person. Because of Team Beast Mode International, I've saved my life. I've helped people here and there and so on. And that's going to obviously make us into an understanding that because of us, people didn't give up. Yeah, because I know when I was dark in dark places, and then I was in that dark mindset and I was suicidal, there was nothing like this for me. The only thing that was there for me is my parents, yeah, you know, and like you said, even through the dark time, you've been there for me. You're almost a stranger. Now you're my best friend and fucking brother, and you've helped me through my dark times. I've helped you through yours. And, you know, we've got our beautiful people that are, you know, obviously on here today as well. Natalie, Feeder, and Eleni, you know, it's absolutely always by our side, absolutely so loyal. And that's what it's about. So look, people, we're not going to sit here, keep throwing energy and the rest of it at you. At the end of the day, in Melbourne, if you've had enough of your life, if you feel like you're going in circles, if you're just like, you know, I've had enough, I want to get out of this partner, I want to change my job, I want to change my, you know, I want to attract more in my life, then that's what we're about, yeah? We've had so many people come through in the last, you know, 6 years that you get a pretty good running record. Plus 25 retreats, you know, hundreds, thousands of clients that have come through, and, you know, we're getting the results, yeah? And what we say, after the workshops, after the retreats, after everything, we've created a community so you can keep plugging in, so you can keep making sure you're okay. Because guess what? If you aren't programming your mind every day, that fucking nasty world and nasty people, they will reprogram your mind. Yeah, so as you know, there's the True Authentic Reality every Tuesday, Thursday. It's going to be the new program, which is the Black Belt Mindset. That's going to be Monday, Wednesdays. Plus we have, you know, the coaching calls. Plus we have everything else. We have the, you know, there's just so much to plug into, yeah? As you know.
Yeah, and
so,
it's the one thing that really gets the results is, not the one thing, but it's all done on proven results. It's been proven through everyone's journey, through the results they've got now, for where they are now, to what they're learning now, to the results they've got in their families. And that's what I really liked about it. It wasn't someone going, do you know what? This is a book. This is how your emotions are. Gain control and God bless you. It was, hey, this is you. I've been suicidal. I've fucking been where you are. Let's link arms, and I'll show you a way. It's up to you whether you want to take it, but just put it on. Just see how you go. And that was massive because you felt that A, it was a responsibility for yourself to step into it. And then B, it was up to me to keep it going. I wasn't, and I'm never am dependent on anyone for my growth. And because I've got the tools to know everything starts and ends in me. And that's what I felt so connected to, because it was people that have been darker than where I was, but have been to places, got themselves out of it, kept themselves on the same path, and then just lead others to do the same. I don't see how that's not the perfect ideal formula. One on top of the other, stack this shit, just keep on going and going and going until everyone just becomes that leader for themselves and has that perfect environment.
So look, people, like, I don't think we need to say any more. Obviously, you know, Melbourne, this is going to be the third one already. It's going to be absolutely huge. We've got people coming back that it's going to be linear. Obviously, I'm giving Matty time off so he can spend it. He's going to be busy anyway. You know, I don't expect him to fly around the world everywhere yet. And, you know, the workshop is to give everyone a taste. Then, you know, we're looking at doing Sydney early next year as well, Adelaide, so on and so forth, because obviously, you know, there's people all around. We've got other leaders all around the world, and Australia as well. So Melbourne is Saturday the 21st to the 22nd. Then we're backing the next week up over in Perth, which is the 28th, Saturday 28th to the 29th. Each Saturday we start at 8 in the morning, 8 a.m. and we finish at 8 at night, so 12-hour days. On Sunday it's 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. on both. Then what we're going to be rocking out, people, obviously with the retreat, is the ultimate experience where, you know, you've got two options to come through. If you want to know more, book in a call with myself or Matty or one of the other team, and we'll go in detail with everything with you. What we're going to say as well, you know, Alan goes, Sydney, please. You're going to have to come over to Perth or Melbourne, brother. You much appreciate. People have been flying in from all around the country, New Zealand as well. So what we just want to leave people with as well, that, you know, it doesn't matter what age, you know, we're building great, you know, young people that have been through everything as well. We're building so many great champions that have been through nothing. I think Matty's paused up. It's all right. I'll keep rocking it out. So many powerful stories shared and moving us from dark sides to the light, showing us how many breakthroughs. That's exactly right. Matty's either very still or he's paused up. Everyone for your time. If you want to know more, send me an inbox, or he's gone. Send me an inbox. Send Matty an inbox or one of the team as well. We'll be happy to obviously elaborate in everything that we're doing here. I'm excited about it because people are getting the results. Do you know what I'm saying? People are changing, people are happy, people are finding their abundance, they're finding their happiness, they're finding their joy, and more importantly, they're standing in their energy of love. And that's what it's about, because that's the ripple effect. You know, the uprising has begun, as I always said, and that's what it's about, people. You know, it's real people creating real results for other real people. Well, there you go, real stories for real people, the truth. You took the words right out of my heart. There you go, Eleni, perfect. So, what I'll say, and where we're going with this, is that our biggest thing, how we want to be taking our message to the world and beyond, is that we have got a diversity, yeah? Myself, Matty, we've got the other ladies, Eleni, Natalie, we've got Gary Feeder, so we've got such an diverse stretch of people, which is absolutely fantastic, because some people might relate to me and not. Some people might relate to Matty more and not. Some people might relate to one of the ladies or not. So if we, as I always say, we're like the Avengers, yeah? We're a bunch of superheroes, everyone's got their powers, and because everyone is unique and got their powers, we'll be able to empower, awaken, and support and lead the majority of the masses. And this is what this world needs. The world needs people to stand in their power and to be there to support, to bring you into the best version. But what you need to do is say, hey, I'm ready for change, I'm accepting it, I'm vulnerable, and here I am, okay? Thank you very much. As I always say, you could be anywhere in the world right now, but you are here listening to me and Matty G. I'm Lee Bunyan, the CEO of Team Beast Mode International, the founder, the creator of Team Beast Mode and Beauties and the Beast. And you know, guys know the rest, otherwise we'll be getting all tongue twisted. So the messenger of strength and the truth. Thank you, guys. If you want to know more, send me an inbox, or you can send me an email at Leigh, @beastmodeaustralia.com. And thank you very much for your time. Thank you very much, more importantly, for your support and just showing up, being the best version of yourself. Have an amazing night.